In this video, we are going to talk about start screens in JustWare. Start screens go by a couple different names. Sometimes we call them dashboards, sometimes we call them My JustWare screens. Overall, what they really are start screens, which means when you launch JustWare, you come to a start screen. This is a standard canned start screen that loaded when I launched JustWare. It's called the My JustWare screen. Notice in the top it says My JustWare in the session, and in the bottom right it says My JustWare. This screen has a calendar and a report built into it. The calendar shows events that you are involved in. So for example, if I have a case and I have a jury trial on that case, but that jury trial is not showing on my calendar on my start screen, it's because I am not an event involved person on that jury trial. So just because I'm involved on the case does not mean that the event will show on my calendar. I need to also be an event involved person for that particular event. On the bottom half of this screen, it shows cases that I am actively involved on, grouped by status, and you can look through this and see how what cases you are involved in, etc. There are a couple start screens that come with JustWare canned. We call a lot of these screens canned, which means they just come out of the box. We have this My JustWare screen, which is pretty much a lot of our customers are using this screen just out of the box. We have a My Task screen, we have a My JustWare Batch Workflow screen, and we have a Time Tracking screen. If you notice over here on the left, those screens are actually called views. So we need to switch our view if we want to see the other available options. So right now I'm in the My JustWare view here. If I switch it to the My Tasks view, you'll see that it shows tasks that I'm involved on across the top and the ability to modify those tasks down here below. So I have a call for Bart Simpson and a call for Lisa Simpson. These are tasks that I'm involved in, and when I switch the highlighted row up on the top, it loads the information for the other case down here below. You can see here, and you can of course play with this. This is the My Tasks screen. We also have the My JustWare Time Tracking screen, which shows you any time tracking on cases. Some places track time on cases specifically, so notice I have some attorney time, some investigator time on these cases, and on this screen you can actually add more time tracking. So you can see the cases I'm involved in, and you can see the time tracking or you can add time tracking to those cases. The final one that we're going to talk about is the My JustWare Batch Workflow screen. This is the fourth canned screen that comes with JustWare. This actually shows business rules that you can fire on demand. Currently I don't have any listed here, but if you have a business rule that you want to fire on demand, you can come to the screen, hit the play button, and it'll fire off. So for example, let's say at the beginning of every month you want to generate letters to go out to individuals based on specific criteria that you've built into a business rule. What you can do is build that business rule, and then when you're ready to generate those letters, you come to this screen, the My JustWare Batch Workflow. Batch workflow meaning a batch of a business rule batch that you're going to run. You can run it and it'll do whatever the business rule you programmed it to do. You also may have noticed I have a lot of other views over here, and this depends on the customer. So in my instance of JustWare, we have a bunch of different My JustWare or start screens over here. If I click on the attorney screen, you can see that this customer wanted to have their dashboard or start screen laid out a little bit differently. So instead of having the split screen here, they have a full calendar view. They have a My Cases view here, which shows your cases. They have a report that shows the active cases and a docket prep report. So you'll see when you deal with customers that there are multiple screens typically available, and different customers are using different things. And that concludes this brief demonstration. If you close your start screen and you want it to reopen it again, go ahead and click on the My JustWare button right below the quick search, and that'll open your screen again. If you want to have more than one open for some reason, if you want to have two different dashboards, you can click on that as many times as you want and it'll open multiple sessions across the top. I think that's everything to do with start screens.